Casinos aren't just venues of chance. They are carefully engineered environments. Every aspect, from the carpet pattern to the ceiling height, is designed to influence visitor behavior. Ever wonder why time flies on the casino floor? Or why you feel compelled to take one more spin? In this video, we'll expose the hidden design techniques casinos use, architectural layouts, psychological tricks, sensory cues, all aimed at keeping you inside, comfortable, and betting. In the early days of Las Vegas, casinos followed a gaming maze philosophy. Pioneering designer Bill Friedman codified principles in the 1960s to 80s that treated casinos like labyrinths. Slot machines and tables were arranged in cramped, twisting corridors. Finding the exit or even the bathroom was intentionally difficult. The idea was to disorient guests so that as they wandered, they'd encounter more gambling opportunities. These classic casinos also famously lacked windows and clocks, creating a timeless bubble. With no daylight or clock to remind you how long you've been playing, you lose track of time and feel no urgency to leave. Early designs also kept ceilings low and spaces intimate, almost like cozy gambling dens. Small themed rooms and tight passages arouse curiosity. You'd wonder what's around the next corner, compelling you to explore and gamble more. Friedman's mantra was that the gambling equipment is the decoration. The sights and sounds of slot machines were front and center, and he argued a casino slot area should begin within 10 feet of the entrance to immediately pull people into play. By the 1990s, a new design philosophy emerged, one often compared to a Walt Disney approach, emphasizing a pleasurable experience over entrapment. Visionaries like Steve Wynn and designer Roger Thomas embraced what's called the playground design. Wide aisles and clear sightlines let guests wander freely, while bright high ceilings replaced the old claustrophobic feel. This openness made players feel relaxed and in control, encouraging them to stay longer. Modern casinos began to feature lavish decor, art, and even glimpses of daylight. Bellagio was the first Vegas casino to cleverly welcome sunlight. Newer casinos use softer color palettes instead of the garish multicolor schemes of the past. The atmosphere feels upscale and comfortable for a broad audience. Gaming became just one part of a larger adventure, with restaurants, bars, shops, and attractions integrated seamlessly around the gaming floor. Facilities became easier to locate, but guests still had to take a subtle detour through the casino floor to get there. Casinos are divided into carefully planned zones. Slot machine areas are typically placed along main pathways and entrances to attract attention, sometimes including loose machines near the entrance to give the impression that people are winning. Table games are grouped in central pits that are visible from various angles, sometimes slightly raised or bordered to act as focal points. High-limit and VIP areas are tucked away into secluded spaces with luxurious decor and higher ceilings, making them feel exclusive. Amenities like restrooms and hotel elevators are strategically located so that guests must walk through gaming areas to reach them. Bars and attractions often sit in the middle of the floor, pulling guests deeper into the space. Wide primary aisles curve gently to slow foot traffic, while focal points like chandeliers and popular machines lure people to circulate back into the gaming areas. One of the most effective psychological tricks casinos use is removing any indication of time. Casinos are sealed off from the outside world with no windows, which eliminates natural cues like sunlight or sunset. This lack of environmental reference disorients players and makes them lose track of time. You'll also rarely, if ever, see clocks inside a casino. Even iconic properties like Bellagio place their clocks outside the gaming floor. This timeless environment extends playing sessions and keeps gamblers from realizing how long they've been at the tables or machines. Although some modern casinos introduce natural light in lounges or lobbies, the core gaming floor remains in a time vacuum. Casinos are a full-on sensory experience. Flashing lights and bright colors are used to attract attention and induce excitement. Machines are designed to emit celebratory lights and sounds, even on small wins or near misses. The constant soundscape of jingling coins, cheers, and electronic melodies creates the illusion that winning is happening everywhere. Music also plays a big role. Fast-tempo music leads to faster bets, while slower tunes make players linger longer. Color psychology is used intentionally. Reds and oranges energize, while blues and greens calm. Some casinos even adjust lighting colors to mimic different times of day. Together, lights, colors, and sounds trigger psychological responses that keep players engaged. Even near misses are exploited. Slot machines are programmed to frequently land almost wins to stimulate the brain's reward system and drive continued play. Scents also play a surprisingly powerful role in casino design. Pleasant fragrances are often pumped into the ventilation system to lift moods and encourage longer stays. A famous experiment showed gamblers spent significantly more in scented areas. Casinos now create signature scents to build brand identity, such as floral citrus blends or tropical aromas. These not only create positive emotional associations, but also mask unpleasant odors like cigarette smoke. The temperature is usually kept cool, around 68 to 70 degrees, to keep guests alert and awake. High ceilings and good air circulation enhance the fresh feeling. Together, these atmospheric details complete a fully immersive bubble where time, stress, and discomfort disappear. Casinos rely heavily on subtle psychological manipulation to keep players spending. One classic trick is using chips and digital credits instead of cash. This detaches money from reality, making players more willing to spend. Many machines are programmed with a high frequency of near misses, which light up the brain's reward center and encourage continued play. Free drinks and comped meals lower inhibitions and provide comfort, keeping players seated. Games like craps and video poker create the illusion of control by involving physical actions or small decisions. Even the layout supports this psychology. ATMs are conveniently placed, seating is padded and inviting, and rebuying chips is easy. All these tactics combine to remove reasons for players to walk away. Nothing in a casino's design is left to chance, except the games. From the maze-like layouts of yesterday to the grand playgrounds of today, the goal is the same. Keep players playing. Architecture, psychology, and sensory design all work together to create an environment of effortless spending. Awareness is power. Now that you've seen behind the curtain, you'll never look at a casino the same way again.
That's a lot of money to be counting out in public. Why don't I take a moment to the office and prepare for you, huh?
Yes.
A little privacy. And by the way, send over a nice bottle of champagne on ice, huh?
Sure will.
Real special something. By the way, I'm Billy Sherman, casino manager. Having a good time?
Yes.
You want to count the money in privacy, you know, you don't need a crowd.
I have a plane to catch to Cleveland.